wore black to my sister's wedding because the groom was the only guy I've ever loved. For 3 years, I was secretly obsessed with my older brother's best friend, Ethan. He was always around, fixing my bike, helping me with homework, and giving me that crooked smile that made my heart race. I thought he was waiting for me to grow up. Then, my older sister announced her engagement to Ethan. They had been secretly dating for a year behind my back. Fast forward to the wedding day. I was crying in the hallway, trying to ruin my makeup, when Ethan walked by. He saw my black dress, and his face dropped. He pulled me into an empty room and handed me a crumpled piece of paper. It was a letter he wrote to me 2 years ago, confessing his feelings. But my brother had found it and threatened to disown him if he ever touched me. Ethan dated my sister just to stay close to our family. Now he's married to her, and I'm holding proof that we both lost. I thought she was my best friend, until I found the group chat where she was literally selling my secrets for clout. Chloe and I did everything together, but when we started high school, she desperately wanted to join the popular clique. Suddenly, she stopped texting me back and started whispering whenever I walked past her in the hallway. I figured she was just busy. Until one morning, the head cheerleader, Maya, cornered me by my locker. I braced myself for the worst, but instead, she handed me her phone. It was an open group chat titled Trashing the Loser. My heart completely shattered. Chloe had sent them my private diary entries, photos of my room, and even rumors about my family. All just to make them laugh. But here's the twist. Maya looked at me and said, "We think Chloe is disgusting. We only added you to the chat so you could see who your real friends aren't." Chloe thought she bought her way into the popular group, but she actually just exposed herself to the entire school.
We've been ironically married online for 3 years, so why did I just catch my husband in a private server flirting with my literal arch nemesis? My best friend Leo and I have had this running joke since middle school. We had a massive pixelated wedding, and we still call each other husband and wife as a total meme. It was always platonic until this toxic new girl, Chloe, transferred to our school and made ruining my life her personal hobby. Last night, Leo gave me some dry excuse about going to sleep early, but an hour later, his status popped active. I checked his profile, saw he was hiding in a restricted server, and used my burner alt account to sneak in. My jaw literally hit the floor. He was sitting there with Chloe, wearing matching neon avatars, and dropping absolute paragraphs in the chat. Right before I snapped a screenshot, Leo typed, "Don't tell her we're playing! She gets so psycho and jealous." Excuse me, I'm not jealous, I'm disgusted. The divorce papers are officially being filed, and he can keep custody of the fake house.
Like and subscribe for more.
Have you ever looked at someone and felt an instant, unexplainable chill down your spine? That was exactly what happened the Tuesday morning Chloe walked into my homeroom. I'm not the type of person who gets easily pressed, but the second our eyes met, I felt this weird pit in my stomach. She didn't look dangerous. In fact, she looked completely ordinary. She had long brown hair, an oversized gray hoodie, and she kept her eyes glued to the floor. But when the teacher told her to sit in the empty desk right next to mine, she gave me this look. It wasn't a mean look, and it wasn't a friendly one either. It was a look of pure, intense recognition, like she already knew exactly who I was. At first, I tried to brush it off. I told myself I was just being paranoid, which is honestly typical for me. But by Friday, things started getting weird. It started with the Stanley Cup. I have a custom pastel pink one with a very specific checkered sticker on the side. On Thursday, Chloe showed up with the exact same cup and the exact same sticker in the exact same spot. I joked about it to my best friend, Maya, saying imitation is the highest form of flattery, but Maya didn't laugh. She just pointed down at Chloe's shoes. Chloe was wearing a pair of limited edition vintage sneakers that my parents had literally just bought me for my birthday the week before. I hadn't even worn them to school yet. Okay, now I was officially creeped out. How could she have known about the shoes? That night, I decided to do some digging. I searched up her name on TikTok and Instagram, but her accounts were completely private. No profile pictures, 0 followers, and she followed exactly one person, me. My heart did a literal backflip. I clicked on her page again, trying to see if we had mutual friends, but there was nothing. It was a ghost account. I screenshotted it and sent it to Maya, typing in all caps. Maya replied immediately, telling me to block her, but something inside me couldn't do it. I wanted to know why this random new girl was so obsessed with my life.
Like and subscribe for more. It took exactly 3 seconds for me to realize I sent the most embarrassing secret of my life to the wrong group chat. It was 2 a.m. and I was on Roblox with my crush, Leo. I've liked him for literal years, but I'm too terrified to ever say anything. To cope, I keep a private Discord server with just me and a bot, where I literally write essays about how perfect he is. Well, last night we were playing, and Leo was being so sweet, matching my avatar and helping me level up. My heart was pounding, so I opened my tabs to vent into my private server. I typed out, "I'm actually so in love with Leo. His voice is literally everything, and I'm going to cry if he doesn't ask me to prom." I hit enter. My screen glitched. I didn't send it to my private bot. I sent it directly into our main active server with 12 of our classmates. Before I could delete it, Leo typed, "Wait, really?" My stomach dropped. But then he unmuted and whispered, "I've been waiting for you to say that."
Over the next 2 weeks, the copying went from weird coincidence to straight-up psychological horror. On Monday, I showed up to school with my hair dyed a subtle honey blonde. On Wednesday, Chloe walked into class with the exact same shade. It wasn't even a close match. It was identical. Then, she started changing the way she talked. I have this habit of using specific slang and hand gestures when I'm nervous. Suddenly, Chloe was doing the exact same things in class presentations. People in our grade started noticing. During lunch, someone actually asked us if we were sisters. Chloe laughed this tiny, high-pitched laugh, looked right at me, and said, "Not yet." If copying my style wasn't enough, Chloe started invading my social life. There was a guy I had been crushing on for literally 6 months. His name is Ethan. Only Maya knew about it, or so I thought. One afternoon, I saw Chloe standing by Ethan's locker. She was laughing, twisting her hair, using the exact same flirting techniques I always talked about. But the worst part? She was telling him a story. It was the exact story of how I broke my arm when I was 8 years old, but she was telling it as if it happened to her. I stood there, completely frozen in the hallway, watching her literally steal my childhood memories right in front of my face. I couldn't take it anymore. The anger just boiled up inside me until I couldn't breathe. As soon as Ethan walked away, I marched right up to her and slammed my hand against the locker next to her head. I demanded to know what her problem was. I asked her why she was stealing my clothes, my hair, and now my actual life. Chloe didn't even flinch. She just stood there, looking at me with these cold, watery eyes. For a second, I thought she was going to cry. But then, her expression shifted into something completely blank. She whispered, "You have everything, and you don't even care." Before I could ask her what that meant, the bell rang and she slipped past me into the crowd.
Like and subscribe for more.